What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Gamer Guys, back again. Last day on Earth, free to play. Jumping in, little double raid action here for you today. I've queued them up. We've already done the research. We're jumping in, and we're definitely doing the best base first, I should say. So Huncho here is going to get our love. This is going to be quite good. Double C4 raid. So we do have to be aware of that, but this one should be pretty solid for us. And then player 9554, which we'll knock out after this, is okay. It's a good base. It's not a ton of investment. We'll pull a few things out of it. It's not going to be fantastic. Here's the nice part. We have done a really good job, and we have a pretty healthy timer here on our raid series. If you hear some booms in the background, by the way, there's some fireworks going on right now, so do apologize for that. Hopefully it's not too distracting. After that, we'll knock out these two raids. We'll jump in. We got some dog breeding to do here. We'll see if we can't get some puppers, and then maybe we head over and do a little bit of arena. I need to see where we're at in terms of grenades and launchers and all of those things. Standing 45 waves might be a little bit tough. 560 zombies is also relatively tough. We could do the damage, we could probably do the waves, but that'll be dependent on. So may just be a raid-filled episode. That's really where we're at in terms of what we got coming up here. We'll knock out Bunker Alpha when that goes live. We're going to finish up commune trials here. We already grabbed our ATV transmission from this. We've actually had a pretty successful run at commune trials. We've been knocking out wreck ship as well. It's been pretty good. But all right, let's jump into this. I have a little cheat sheet here in front of me, so I'm going to just pay attention to that. Again, double C4 action. You're going to notice we only got carrots here with us today, and that's because one of the things that we're going to be able to grab here very quickly is going to be a whole buttload of healy-beelies, which I'm very excited for. Now, this is a very intricate base and a very well set up base, actually. Almost all stone walls. There's a few sections in here. There's lots of chests to break open, so I do strongly suggest if you decide to open this one up, make sure you do the research here, because there's a lot. So we're gonna pop this open. We're gonna knock out this chest right here. There is some food here. We'll take some spare food. We got our zombies already making our way to us. No spikes in this one, so something to keep in mind. We're gonna have to do our own reset, which we will definitely want to be doing. The space is chock full of some good stuff. We'll use our heal here just to keep things working. I really do recommend, setting up for raids is important. Setting up the right way is important. Okay, one thing I definitely do not want to do is accidentally use the C4 on something else. So we're gonna pop this C4 right here. Now, we could have strategically placed it. If we would have placed it on this wall, we could have knocked out these two chests. Keep that in mind. That would help you to save a little bit of resources. Help you to save a few hatchets and stuff like that. We bought 5 basic hatchets. Now, I need to be careful here with our heals because I need to make sure that we don't get killed here this first chance. We should be good. We should be good with what we got. Not worried about our armor. We're going to be able to replace that. That was a little close for comfort. I was paying attention, I promise. All right, so we got some food. I'm actually going to swap the food out. I don't mind. Let's just use up the carrots to heal fully. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. First one I want to break, and I'm going to break this one all the way, is this one. The reason for it is, boom, look at all these med kits. Now we don't have to worry about heals in the slightest. All right. We want to chop that one down. I don't know what I just hit. 1, 2, 3. All right. We want that one. I want 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. All right, next one I want to hit is this one. This is pretty good. I don't really care too much for the alcohol. And then I can throw this on. Trying to think where I was at in terms of noise. This one's pretty good as well. Good grab of the batteries. We can leave this here. Probably want to grab the wrenches as well. All right, let's go fill the chopper up. I'm not going to mess around here. I don't accidentally want to botch the reset. That would be bad. So we're going to avoid doing that. Nice base. This is a good base. There is definitely a route with this base to go ahead and be able to pick up some additional guns if that's important to you. It's a little bit more of a C4 investment. I actually don't really even care too much about these. I want just full max heals. Max heals, this is big for us. That's just a lot of resources. It's an easy one for us to grab. So I'm happy with that. But there is a world in which you can grab a few more guns, but you're going to invest a lot of C4 to do that. If you have a lot of C4 sitting at your base, by all means, again, do the research on this one because there's lots of opportunities. All right, so let's just go down in here. This is our next set of armor, some additional heals. We get even more batteries. I'll just throw the armor on. One of these had some guns in it. Here we go. That is what we want. And I'm going to break this one. That puts me pretty well to where I'm going to be. Now, we're going to do a reset here on this. Just going to pay attention. I'll use the food very, very, very happily. Just keep myself healed up here. We don't want to run into a problem. We're going to probably lose our armor. That's not a big deal. There's our armor gone. All right, and we're down to the last guy. Okay. Let's get back over here. You can drop. Just honestly drop maybe a few things. Punch this guy down. He killed me. No. Yes, that's actually what we wanted. Perfectly. I'll be able to come in. We should be able to knock the last box out that we want. We can't open one or two other things, but we'll really see how we're sitting on space. We've got a lot of good stuff to grab. And I don't even know if we need to go to full. Anytime we can get a base where we don't even have to go to full sound is exceptional, in my opinion. Absolutely exceptional. That was really nice. I do not need any more hatchets. We're good there. And again, we lost the armor, but we're going to grab that full armor set out. So we'll be in really good shape. If we need to, we could also just top back up on the food. No harm in grabbing all of that food. Just top up some slots. No harm in that in the slightest. Because it's good. We'll use it. It's great for healing. It's great for just convenience, honestly. You know, making sure that we don't go hungry, thirsty. Stay topped up on that. Let's get back in here. We'll be the one punch man. Oh, that actually worked out pretty good. Boop. Don't even get hit. Here we go. Grab this. All right, we can throw these on. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Really good base. Happy with this base. I'm going to throw this here. I'm just going to use this. That frees up a slot. I don't really need this pickaxe. So put that down, but we'll keep it as a backup over here just in case. All right, I want the heals for sure. Honestly, we'll take the batteries. What the heck not? Oh, no, we won't take the batteries. We'll take the weapons. We'll take the weapons. I think one of our guns might have gotten replaced by a spear. I also might have just like very quickly skimmed past it. So let's just go do a double check there. That's good. That's filled up. We're ready to go. Again, we got the food if we want. We tap this one. We're going to break this. This is the other one we want really badly. That is so good. Okay. Got some more of that. Some more of these. There's an engine part. I'm not mad at an engine part. Don't need the whiskey. Don't need the spears. Steel plate, yes. Yes, please. Okay. Let's just make sure. So we hit, you could hit this one. This has, from my recollection, a whole bunch of berries. I think this has just water in it. And then this one is like, okay, this is kind of a last resort one if you wanted to crack it open. Let's just take a look-ski here. I think it was this crate that had, I think we got duped maybe one gun. I think it was an M16. For this being a revenge raid, if you couldn't tell. I should have probably said that at the start, so apologies that I did not. We could grab some fur. Here's the thing with the upcoming roadmap and advancement and redoing of the northern region. This might be really important, but we have a lot of fur already. We've killed a lot of foxes in our life here, so I think what I want to do is just top up. I'm not going to break that. I think I'm good with basically everything else. Yeah, I'm pretty well set. I could grab this. Maybe we do that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open this up, and then we're going to get the heck out of here. I will take the oak, I think. Yep, that's fine. See ya. I'm out of here. I'm gonna let you punch me once, and I'm done. I'm done. I don't even need any more. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not stressing this at all. We got a full, a little bit of oak, a little bit of steel, whole lot of raw turkey. I love when you get a lot of raw turkeys. Very, very good. And boom, beautifully. We are up to 4 days. Now, we're actually going to go key this in. And one of the reasons I'm doing this is because we really have most of our locations set. I've run over. We've actually hit the Blackport PD, but not cleared this yet. I just dropped in like 1 blue card, maybe 2 blue cards. So I have an opportunity to drop in the cards here if we want to do that. I could go clear all of the floors or kill the blind one. So that's ready to go. Our farm is reset. The only thing that we had to go do was grab an additional engine. So we've been really successful at just constantly getting our revenge raids, keeping that cycle going. Obviously, I don't share every single one of those with you. But it's been really good. And I've been able to just work through and prioritize, obviously, but work through just keeping a raid streak up and running, which has been really good. So we're making some nice progress. I want to keep filtering in the steel here. So I'm going to show you, I'm at seven of these bad boys. And I got asked, I might have addressed this in a previous video, but I got asked, how did I get 7 of these? This account is about 8 or 9 months old. Basically every major event that we've gotten, Winter of Despair, gosh, what was it called? The one where they introduced the zombies and we needed the like sharpened weapons. The one where we had to do all the hunting. Basically every major event over the last 8 months, well, almost always every major event that comes to the game, Forlorn Fair, whatever it ends up being, Winter of Despair, always gives you the opportunity to get an ATV transmission if you can push far enough into it. This is one of the things that I talk about with some consistency, and I'm not trying to get on my soapbox here, but people are so quick to jump to events being really poor or really bad if you can't make the top end level. Now, granted, let's take the commune trials. First time it came around, fantastic. Very much worth it. Had to put some grind in, but if you grinded it every day, you could get a lot of good rewards. They scaled those rewards back for these as seasons. Definitely not as worth it as it was. But if you were to tell me I could play for 3 days, play the event for 3 days, and get an ATV transmission and do that every single season, I'm in. I'm in. Easy. In 3 seasons, regardless of what else happens, and there's going to be more events. So I feel pretty confident I'll have all the ATV transmissions by the end of the year. But if nothing else was to happen and no other events were to pop up, I'd get the other 3 of these ATV transmissions just through the commune trials. And that's a little bit of a gauge for me because these are so difficult to get. Once you have the 10, you don't need them. That's the thing. That's where it gets into a little bit of a different space. But commune trials and most of the major events give you car batteries, ATV transmissions, and gas cylinders. If you're not free to play, you should have the ATV. I'm not going to put a time frame on it, but a handful of months, if you work through the full season and are grabbing these in addition to playing the events, you should have some success, at least with getting the majority of the components you need. So I'm not saying it's not difficult. It's still a huge grind. It's a crazy big grind. However, comparative to what it used to be, it is way more accessible. So hopefully that helps. If you ever see an event come up, don't immediately write it off if you can't go and get the absolute best things or make it to the end, because you're probably missing out on the opportunity to grab really helpful items for you. Like I said, like ATV transmissions, like batteries, like some of those other components. And that's pretty huge. So keep that in mind. Not trying to sell you on the events. Not all the events are great. I have said that many, many a times. But if you look at what you can actually grab, a lot of times events, they're worth it if you're going after a few specific things. And, you know, getting ATV transmissions usually is probably one of those things that you should be prioritizing. Okay, we're going to have a whole, almost full box of turkeys. But that's how I've gotten them also. So I figured I would share that. That's how I've gotten them. That's how I've been able to be successful with these. All right, let's grab these. Just put these down. We got some puppers, so we're going to do the puppers here. Don't want to use this, and I don't want to use this set of armor for the next one. Let's just grab this. We put this down. So that was good. That was a very good raid. That's the kind of raid that I need with some consistency. If that raid had just a few more guns and maybe some oak or a little bit more steel. A lot of times you don't see a lot of raids with a ton of steel plates in them. There are a handful of raid bases out there that have a whole bunch of steel in them. If we could find one of those and get a couple stacks of steel, that would be massive for us. Other than that, though, that was a pretty good base. I can't be upset at that. We are like stacked up here on items. Let's drop this in. Boom, boom, boom. I'll just keep the heals now that we have a good stockpile, but let's trade out some armor here. Do I have... We can just craft up some armor here. That seems like a good thing to do. I like to keep SWAT armors and those kinds of things. This is another good... Raids are another good opportunity to kind of use up some of the stuff that maybe you have stored up a little bit that you're not, like, eager to use. Maybe you don't want to take it. Maybe it's like some of your lower tier farming armor, stuff like that. Raids are a great way to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna craft up some bandages. I am really looking forward to the quality of life for this, right? There's probably a lot of you that are like me, especially on free to play, where I'm trying to craft some things, especially bandages here. They are going to add a system where essentially you can go and you can click how many you want to craft, and then it's going to let you craft that amount. And that's going to be huge. That is going to be one of the best quality of life things we see in this game in many a moons. Many a moons. Very excited about it. All right, let's just get this stuff down. Sorry. I like to stay very, very well organized, just so things can be accessible and quick. And I need to continue to upgrade some of my chests. That's on my list of things to do. All right, first things first here. I'm just going to make the reinforced armor. I'll make the denim jeans. Then I'll reinforce these guys. Reinforced armor. So good. So good. I would actually really like to see a new set of armor. Not even a new top tier armor. I'd actually be kind of cool with an armor like in between reinforced and tactical, or maybe tactical and SWAT. You know, you could say you have the fur, but that's really for cold resistance. So that'd be kind of neat. I'm also really hoping that certain things get a lot easier to build here, maybe with this new roadmap. I doubt they will, but even making one of the guns more accessible. The fact that they dropped in like a crossbow, but the crossbow takes factory parts, springs, and steel plates is like a little ridiculous in my opinion. This This makeshift crossbow actually is very, very solid. Something that I'm going to probably be using a little bit more often here for some of my easier fun runs, if you will. But I'd like to see that. I'm hopeful. I don't know if we'll get it. I really don't know. But I'm excited for some new mods potentially as well they've talked about. I think what we should plan to see for the update with the roadmap, I've been thinking a little bit more about this. I think we're going to see a lot of the mods added to the guns that we've seen already. Things like Dragon's Breath and some other stuff, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be very cool. And it's going to add some implications to some other locations and fighting other enemies. I will be much more inclined to use a shotgun with Dragon's Breath that I can put onto my shotguns against like transport hub bosses to set them on fire, because that extra points of damage over time is really important and can be big. I think boss interactions are going to get a lot more interesting as we get more options. And that's kind of what the drone brought as well, as I've been kind of thinking about it and putting things together. The drone really brought a lot of options to take bosses down and to reduce damage and do some other stuff. So that part is pretty cool. All right, we're ready to rock and roll here for raid number 2. We're gonna get our timer up to a whopping, I think, 5 days, which is cool. Now this base isn't, again, anything crazy to shake a stick at, but it's got some stuff in it, and we're basically gonna be able to crack, we should be able to crack just about everything. Get some food. I think we can basically break all the benches. Now, the nice part about this is it's all just hatchets. All just hatchets. And we'll smack these guys down. We've got our heal ready to go. We did bring the first aid kits. We could have did food probably for this one, or maybe just regular bandages if we wanted, but we're doing it this way, because this is easy. I don't even know if we'll get to max. We'll definitely won't get to max noise. I don't even know if we'll get too far into upper noise limits. All right, what do we grab here? Do anything, you know, There's not a whole lot here, so I think this one's going to be, I don't think we have to worry even about doing a reset trick here. There's a Glock. That's cool. Take that. I'm just going to honestly take anything that looks even remotely like value. There's a Glock. There's a couple guns right here, so this is cool. I'm not mad about using a couple of hatchets to get some guns. I'm not mad about that at all. That's pretty much the raid. There's not a whole lot else going on with this one, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to think if there was. Let's see. You can dig this up. I'm not even going to heal. Simple one. Carrots. Sure. All right. I don't think there's even anything else to go to grab. Let me dodge these guys. Let's just see if there is. I don't think there is. I don't think I missed anything. I think that was it. That's a pretty well developed base, I'm going to be honest with you, for so little resources. Let me just run these zombies around. It's kind of fun to do that. All right, let's get the heck out of this raid. Nothing here. This one's going to be a cheap one for us with the raiders, but a good one. Got 3 guns. 3 guns for what? What did we even use? 3 hatchets. 3 guns for 3 hatchets. I'll take it. That seems pretty good to me. I'll eat some carrots, because why not? Let's run home. Boom. Easy peasy. Double raid action. First one was definitely the better of the 2 bases. Really, really good. Just good quality time saving. I think that's one thing that, you know, as you look at doing raids, it certainly can help propel you for a lot of resources, especially earlier game resources. Things like pine, stone bricks, iron ore, but even just, you know, bars of iron and things like that can be really, really fantastic. But I think one of the other things is that it could just be a lot of convenience saving things that you'll have going on. You know, grabbing all these stacks of turkeys means that I don't have to go farm any food. I don't. If I need dogs, I split this stack in 10 and I drop it in, and I can do that a whole lot of times, which is really cool. But I am happy to grab the guns here. We're keeping a pretty good stockpile. Let's see here. Okay, so I got 2 mines, 29 grenades, I am running a little low on C4s. We do have one grenade launcher, a couple of miniguns. We could do some waves at Blackport PD. I don't know if I can do all of the waves we need, though. To be determined on that. I'm not sure if that's going to come to fruition or not. I'm thinking that's not many. We'll be able to get the first like 5 done, plus 29. It's like 34. Grenade launcher's probably good for 5 rounds. We might be able to get to 45. It would actually be not close. Be a little. We'd have to be smart about it. All right. What else can we drop down in here? Anything else fit in here? I need to do the pups. Let's go ahead and get some other things queued up here. This is the other thing that I think is not underrated, but can really help. Keep all of your furnaces and anything that you're building going as best as you possibly can. Right? Consistency with this is so good. It's so important. It helps just long-term success, right? You'll never feel like, if you get into a good groove, a good routine of doing these things, you never feel like you're going to run out of stuff. And you might do that after you hit a big upgrade or something that you put a bunch of materials in. But if you just stay consistent, I think that's really, really important. And I feel like what happens, and this happens to me, I'm not saying these things to certainly to knock on anybody if you're not like doing your daily things here or jumping into the game every little bit, is I feel like what happens, for me personally, and what happens to a lot of players, is they get to a point where they have a good stockpile of stuff. They have a full one of these or an upgraded chest full of pine here, and then they just don't keep that resource building. And what you don't realize is you need thousands of these. We need thousands. We needed thousands of oak log and oak planks to get some of our upgrades done, right? To get where we're at with our base, with full stone walls around the exterior as big as we've made it, plus all of these stone floors. I mean, we're talking like thousands upon thousands of resources. I have gone ahead and upgraded a bunch of the floors. I'm going to be working towards basically all stone floors. It's another thing. I want to get all stone floors up and going. And the reason for that is I'll never have to break those down. That then means as we get farther in, as we start looking at making like a steel room, for instance, we can solidify our materials here a little bit, but then we're just that much farther into the process. Last thing that I do need to do actually is finish off these little 3 walls here with stone. I'm kind of holding off on that because I don't want to have to go grind a bunch of oak, if I'm being honest. I'm hoping that raids will be able to deliver for me. And they've been doing okay, but oak is relatively scarce, is what I've also kind of come to find, which I'm not surprised about that, but I'm a little surprised about that because I would think that would be something that would be a little bit more, just slightly more readily available. But all right, let's do some dog breeding here because we can. We don't have our dogs up. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to raise 5 dogs. So this is it. Raise a puppy of rank 2 or higher and raise a puppy of rank 3 or higher. I don't know if we'll have the rank 3 or higher pups, but let's jump into our food. Have some doggy food. I'm going to be breeding, so I want to do this. Before I go to do this, we'll drop this food in here. Before I go to do any of this, let's pay off our raiders. The reason we want to do this is because we might get puppy tasks, actually. So this could be really timely for us. Also, what do we got here? Oh, we have energy, so I want to make use of this. All right. I need some spears. Need a lot of spears. I have talked pretty consistently in past videos and in other videos about wanting a refreshed raid system. I think lots of folks would be interested in that. Here's the thing I'm a little worried about. I'm a little worried about asking for that because I'm a little scared that it's not going to be as profitable as it was. Because raiding is so profitable. So good. And I don't want people that have been able to get to that point because it's a grind. It takes a while. You got to be dedicated to get to this. You got to be able to, you know, have some mastery of the game, at least kind of have a good idea of the concepts and everything, and be able to get, you know, you got to be level 150 before you can even start thinking about this. Plus have a base basically that can support going to do that. And I would just love to see refresh bases. I'd love to see some refresh tasks that are a little bit less dependent on locations resetting. But here's the thing. If they do a universal reset for the locations, like it resets every 24 hours or whatever, then these raid tasks get 10 times easier, actually, as we're thinking about that. Because let's say you go to kill the blind one, for instance. You could go kill the blind one. It resets, maybe it's universally, or it resets at a certain time every day. Resets at that time every day. You could just time it right to hit that. Maybe that's the last task you have, or kill 2 of the bosses or whatever, and then queue your raid, get your next set of tasks. It could reset almost immediately. It's very interesting, the timing. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays in. But look at this. Look at this. I am so glad. I am so glad I didn't do that. What do we have here? 20 zombie waves too. Okay, well, we're going to have to go do that. We could do this. We could definitely go do this. Here's the thing. I am having a tough time finding C4. Outside of raid, I have not been seeing it in the red crate very often, which it's not an always thing, but I felt like you'd see it pretty consistently in the red crates at Bunker Alpha, and I've just been not seeing it. So nice part is we can go kill the turrets there. We can knock out floor 4. We can then go clear floor 3. We can then go kill the blind one. That'll be all good things for us to just go do. Work towards getting a red crate to try to get this C4. We're going to raise the pups, and then again, we're matching up zombie waves with police station task. Just good timing. Good timing. That just really shows you the value of good timing. And that's going to be some pretty relatively easy tasks to go do, and then we'll just have to use up some energy to go and do the toxic abominations. All right. Let's first start by getting our breeding dogs on. That way we're ready to go for these guys. What's my other one? Oh, experience plus breeding. I can read. Okay, we need to modify this doggo. This is our level 3. Bloodhound. What level is this? 2%. And Hunter. She's not bad. Coco, you're not bad at Bloodhound. But I think you're a little outshadowed is the problem. Yeah, you're outshadowed. Pretty poorly, actually. So I need to raise 5 puppers. There's a Bloodhound. What are you at? 5%. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Is this number 4? And let's get you. I think you're number 5. Is that right? There we go. That's it. Breeding task done. Wow, that was I didn't expect it to be that fast. Let's breed some dogs here. Let's breed some dogs. Actually, let me see. I think this knocked out the task. I'm fine to breed some dogs because I want to get some other dogs. I want to make use of the extra bonus we have for food. Yeah, we already got that knocked out. Nice. Just wanted to double check that. Yeah, I just wanted to get that. That was really good. That was really good. This is working out nice, and this is working out pretty timely for us. Let's breed some dogs here. Oh, I had you, Coco, and you're not even going to be able to do anything for me. All right, level 2s. We got some level 2s. Send the level 2s to the breeding ground. Actually, I have a lot of level 2s. We can get these bred up to level 3s. That'd be great. Ooh, and a level 2 female. Do I need level 2 males? Actually, I do need level 2 males. I have a whole lot of level 1 males. I need some level 1 male females. to keep this train a rolling. We have a ton of level 2 females, actually. So I need level 2 males, level 1 females. I think that's... I can't argue. If they let you pick, it would be too good. I'm not saying they shouldn't let us pick, but if they let you pick, it would be like way too easy, I feel like. I really am hopeful for a new revamp system for traits, specifically for traits with dogs, especially dogs that make it to level 4. If you're able to breed the dog to level 4, I think you should get a lot more options for what you do with the traits. I think you should be able to like lock 2 traits, 1 trait from each, 2 traits from one dog and 1 trait for another, or like if there should be an increased chance, let's say you're breeding 2 dogs that have the same trait, of that trait staying and then just like getting a better percentage, so that there'd be some way to actually funnel up and make a really good dog instead of it being pure RNG, which it is right now, which is also sad. Hey, a steel bar. Beautiful. I'm breaking a lot of these down. That's nice. A good pile of steel here. I should be flattening some of it out. Okay. I got dogs here. Do I have any dogs in my inventory? I have 1 shepherd puppy in the inventory. I'm gonna keep that shepherd puppy there. Let's see if we can get husky. I need a female. Nope. Nope. All right, before I go to even do this, why don't I do this? Why don't I do this? Oh, I don't have them done yet. I need to look up the recipes for dogs. What I'm scared about is that it takes catfish or pike. Oh, I do have some catfish. I'm gonna look at that before I drop those other dogs in. I need some females, so I need to guarantee that these are females, and we can set ourselves up to do that. So, what do we do here? I think I'm gonna leave you here. I am. That was a good episode. We got a lot done. That was cool. Got a couple of raids. We got some dog breeding tasks complete. We're making some nice headway here on the season already. Basically halfway through. And we got plenty of days left. So I'm going to be jumping over, knocking a few things out. Getting ready for our next raid. And then maybe in the next video, I'll probably record this tomorrow. Or maybe not shortly hereafter. We'll jump into some waves. I think I can knock some waves out. Let's take a look here. Weapons-wise, I think I have some other grenade launchers. Maybe I don't. Maybe I do not. I do not. Maybe I use them. I do have a few landmines, so that's a couple of levels. Maybe we try to go knock out... I think we try to go knock out... I don't think I'll get the zombie kills, but I think we could do the waves. And I think we can do the damage. I think we can. I think that seems all right. And then we have to knock out 20 waves anyways. So we can go knock that out for our... yeah, we can go knock that out for our raid. And again, beautiful part. Sitting at 5 days. This is crazy. This is actually crazy. Great raid streak that we have going. We'll keep the skulls high. We're ready for another revenge raid. And we'll just keep chugging along. We'll get some other progress going on a few things. I haven't done a ton. I've just really been focused a lot on weapon modifications. But I'm hoping, again, that we can kind of stumble across or get a good raid with some factory parts, some springs, some steel, and make some other headway with that. The other thing I'm looking at here, we got Bunker Alpha coming up. I need another Bunker Bravo here to get going. I think that's probably one of the things I'm waiting on a little bit this season. Get another Bunker Bravo run. That will help us to do a few things. Not only get some components here for the ATV and continue that grind, I actually need a few cogs to get some progress going for our our settlement. I need some cogs to be able to do that. So maybe go take a look at settlement and see. I don't think I have a ton of merc tags, and I think I'm pretty locked in on leveling up the van as well. So I don't think I am going to be able to get a ton of progress there, but we could get Bunker Bravo. Great way to grab some cogs here. And if I can do that, we'll make some things work. I should also actually check. Can I get some cogs from blue crates at Blackport PD? I need to look at that, actually. I might be able to do that. We're going to do some investigation. I got some Googling to do. I got some Last Stand Earth wiki to go check out here pretty quickly. So hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you so very much. Fun episode. I like to bring the raids to you, and we had some good ones. So we'll keep doing that. Hopefully your season is going well. Hopefully you're getting what you need to out of the commune trials, at least having some success there. I know for me, ATV transmissions and gas cylinders is my my current grind, so we're going to be working on that. Should have some fun stuff coming up on our main account, and we're just going to keep clicking through here with this until roadmap, more info, and other things. We got a little sneak peek actually for teaser for Arena, the Gladiator Arena getting updated, so that'll be interesting to see what's going to go there with that one. But they talked about that was one of the season events that they were going to be revamping, so hopefully it's worthwhile. Hopefully there's some other really goodies, some good stuff in there, some real good goodies, and we will see as we get more info. But thanks for being here. Flash some socials, like, comment, subscribe, do the YouTube thing for us. We are nearing 2K, which is really exciting. Trying to get to 10K by the end of the year, so that's going to take a lot of support. Everybody clicking that subscribe button really means the world to me. Great way to support the channel. Likes and comments are always very much appreciated. Love chatting with you in the comments down below. In addition to that, clicking on another video. May not think that helps the channel. It helps the channel immensely. So if you have some time, if you're not caught up on this free-to-play series, go back, watch some episodes that you haven't already. Go peruse around, check out some of the other content that we're putting up. Even if it's an older video, I'm telling you, that is one of the best ways to help the channel, is clicking on it and showing some support, watching it, and doing all that stuff, especially getting to this point in the video. I know sometimes I just kind of chat, ramble, and throw out ideas, whatever's at the top of the dome here. But I really do appreciate it. So thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you in the next video and the next episode. Peace.